Now, let's try something with a three parameters, right? It's going to be quite interesting. Just three parameter function. Going to define, all right, user info. And it's going to take in your username, going to take in your email address, going to take in your user age. All right, let's think of a scenario where we have a social media platform, and these are the inputs for you to create a an account, and just added that there so that once we have that exclamation, that we're excited that our user has signed. Now I'm going to say print your email address. I'm just going to take this, right? Copy that there, and then from there I'm going to do a conditional check. Remember conditionals? Conditional check. Let's say if int user age, okay, user age is greater than or equals to 18, prints f. We're going to use an f string, and it's going to be welcome. Let's say username. We will be sending you further. We send you further information on your log in details or confirmation. Sending you an account confirmation email. And else, right, you're not print. So we're going to say, oh, sorry, bro. Unfortunately, at this time, due to the social media platform laws in our country, you can't sign up. You need to wait. You are too young to join our platform, right? And let's test it out. So let's just go through this function once again. So I take in the username, I take in the email address, and then I check if the user is above a certain age or not. And I just print out a statement. In all these functions, we have not returned anything yet. So let's remember that. We're just printing out to the terminal. Okay, and then I'll just say user info, and I'll say 12. Let's see what the output is. Hi, Bongi. Unfortunately, you're two, and that's how you spell two. You're too young to join our platform. All right. And if we were to say -12, just checking. Great. Right. We can have a negative age, but that still gives the same output, but cool. Essentially, we could make a check just to say that's the wrong age. Okay, 21. Hi, Bongi. You will be expecting an email from us soon. All right, so it works. So that's just the 3-parameter function. And these are all positional. Now, what would happen? Remember, I was speaking in the last video. If I just switch this around, right? I'm just going to switch this around, right? And now what has happened is I put my email first and the name is second, right? But let's see. I don't get an error. So it says, welcome, bongi@mail.za. Your email address is bongi. Welcome, bongi. We will be sending you. And you can see it worked. It worked correctly, and there was no error, right? But semantically, the meaning-wise, it's not wrong. It is wrong. It's not what I wanted. I want to see your name, and I want your email address to be not your name, okay? So just be careful about that, right? Excuse me. Okay, so now let's talk about position, the combination of positional and keyword arguments, okay? So I'm going to create a function called addition, right? Very basic. Takes in 2 parameters, A and B. And then I'm just going to print A plus B, right? And then let's invoke it quickly. I'm going to say addition. And I'm going to say 5 and 2. And I should see on the screen 7, right? 7, right? Now, what could happen? I could use the keywords, right? I could say A is equals to 5, B is equals to 2, right? And that would work. I mean, this is a keyword assignment, right? So now here's my parameters, but now I'm putting them as keywords, right? Saying this is now 5, B is now equals to 2. And when I run it, I should still get 7. Yep, over there, 7. And we could mix it. You know, I could just take this out and leave it as a positional, and I should still get 7. And there we go. 7 again. Okay. And maybe I should start using the terminal because so that be quite clear that's that's the output that we're getting. All right, so you can see 7. Okay. Now remember the golden rule. The golden rule says do not put positionals after keywords. As you can see, Python's already gone red, telling us, hey, what are you doing, bro? And then I'm just trying to run it. We should have, yep, positional argument follows syntax error. So it's a syntax error. Now let's write a more interesting function, right? Giving a default value with a default parameter value, right? So it's going to take away that. Now I'm going to create a function that says calculate force, right? For all the physics students or science students out there, I'm sure you remember that force is equals to mass times acceleration. And then I'm just going to put a default value, 9.81. Remember, that's the acceleration on Earth, on sea level, if I'm not mistaken. You go pretty high for that to change, right? And then I'm just going to say mass multiplied by 8, by that, right? So, and then if I was to invoke this function, I would say calculate force, and let's say somebody weighs 99 kilograms, you know, we would get 971.9 newtons, right? That's their weight. This is 99 mass, and this is their weight. Or, you know what I could also do? I could put the units there so that it's pretty cool. And then let's run that again. 99.71 newtons. 971.19 newtons, right? But what happened if you were to go somewhere where the acceleration due to gravity reduced? Okay, so then you could say 7. I'm just going to say, okay, well, it's usually 9.81, but I'm going to say 5.2, right? So what this means is I am now assigning this value to 9 from 9.81. The default is 9.81 if I don't put anything there, right? But if I put something there, it's going to use that, right? So let's run that. What is it now? As you can see, there is now my new weight at a different acceleration due to gravity. So that's just how you can use default parameters, and you can change them based on the condition. All right. So later on, we'll do some more challenging questions. We're gonna create a function that writes that takes a leap year and returns true if it is a leap year, or false otherwise if it's not, not a leap year. And then we're gonna use that to create a function that gets us the length of the month. All right. So thank you. We'll see you in the next video.